up, my fellow survivors? Today I compiled more information about 99 Nights in the Forest and wanted to share it with you guys. So without further ado, let us begin. To start with the basic one, there is a poster behind the kids' board that talks about the deer entity being scared of the flashlight. This was originally this poster before it got changed during the update. Separating the obvious face expressions of Koala Kid is an outlier when comparing to the other kids. Starting off with the mismatching theme color of the tent, Koala Kid also has panda socks, which doesn't really make sense. But wait, there's more. When comparing the other kids' room, the blocks are well tidied up and seemingly untouched, while Koala Kid's blocks are untidied and all around the room. The same can be said for the head cosmetic, only Koala Kid's head cosmetic is untouched. But wait, there's more. Along with the fact that Koala Kid has 2 bookshelves while others only have 1, Koala Kid's poster also shows Koala Kid being the only one who seemingly noticed that something is chasing her. For reference, this is the other kid's poster. It is also important to note that all the kids were surprised when the deer appeared. They obviously had no idea about the deer at all, except for Koala Kid, who was actively hiding and looking around their surroundings. So then, what is the obvious conclusion for Koala Kid? Well, I don't really have an exact one. The obvious ones could be Koala Kid being more mature and smart, avoided the deer until they got caught. But I'm sure there is more to this kid. Hopefully, during a future update it will show. So right at the start of the game, there is a weird script right on top of the class shop section. I thought this was a common asset at first, but I couldn't find it anywhere else. I translated the script through the power of ChatGPT, and it read this. It doesn't exactly mean anything, by the way. If you still decided to read the whole thing, congratulations. First off, I would like to thank the viewer for submitting this information. After around 20 minutes when the fire ran out, I glitched into the Stronghold to see if the deer actually appeared. Since on normal nights, the deer wouldn't appear at all. Wait, holy shit, wait a second. Here's another submission I got from my viewer. Inside the Stronghold, there is a chair next to a table that can be taken, but will disappear inside the sack when you do so. This is definitely a bug, but could also be chalked up to the fact that the chair is labeled a furniture that can be bought from the furniture guy, therefore shouldn't be picked up in normal circumstances. The classes in 99 Nights in the Forest have a place that they originate from. The most common example is the camper, ranger, and hunter. The camper originates from the tents that are set up, which you can find while exploring. It is made clear that this is the camper's base through the camper log that appears. The same can be said about the ranger, but there are 3 ranger logs that can be found all around different places. The first is the house where there is a chair and bed in it. The second is the watchtower with the chest in it. The last one is from a house with a small pond. Finally, the hunter class log can be found inside the green roof house, where you can see the alpha wolf headpiece. I almost forgot to mention the Bogos Binted class. This class obviously comes from the UFO that appears in rare occasions. Now, clearing all the obvious classes out, we have the less obvious classes. The cyborg class is definitely from the UFO, but the reason I put it for less obvious is due to there being no evidence on the existence of the cyborg at all inside the spaceship. Compared to the cyborg, the farmer is obviously from this small looting place, especially the way the farmer is holding hay in its mouth. You can speculate that it came from this farm place. The medic definitely comes from this place. Nothing else to say about it. Just that there isn't a note to exactly give out the concrete hard evidence. For the blacksmith and decorator, I want to believe they are some part of a family and that they both come from this place. The strongest reason is due to the anvil logo and the fact that decorator was added as this place was added in. To be fully honest, I do not have a single drop of idea on all four of them. Lumberjack, I can think of as a companion of the hunter and ranger. Scavenger probably came from the apartment complex and is here to scavenge from chests. What the hell is a cook doing here? And what the hell is the assassin even here to assassinate? Overall, the classes I put here just don't fit any description at all, and was therefore excluded until we get any more updates. All right, guys, hear me out. I believe the Brawler was someone who was a cultist that was experimented on, but was able to escape from them. Now let that sink in because I'm about to pull out some insane stuff. Right off the bat, the perks. 40% more health and a 5% chance of invincibility while having 10% faster regeneration is obviously not something a normal human can achieve. This is already a telltale that Brawler was experimented on. But who could it have been that was experimented on? That I believe is the normal cultist, since they do have a bit of similar color tone, but also they only use melee weapons. Finally, the reason I believe the Brawler escaped is because he was definitely sent to the Stronghold and locked up as the successive experiment. But somehow opened a hole and escaped using the rope we see in the Cultist Stronghold. Which is why there is a hole at the Stronghold where important gems and chests are in. Finally, those two new classes. I got zero clue. That is it for this video. I will be posting a lore video after another video is finished and will update you guys whenever needed. Have a great day.